Hey everyone, welcome, and I'm so glad that you're here. Over the next 45 minutes or so, I'm going to show you exactly how 1,000 plus founders have escaped operational chaos and scaled past $5 million without adding more complexity to their business. Now, if you're running a professional services business, doing somewhere between 2 to 5 million a year, and you feel like you're drowning in complexity, like every new revenue goal just means more chaos, more stress, and less freedom, this is going to be incredibly valuable for you. Here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to teach you this by showing you the exact Sandor framework that's been proven with over 1,000 plus business owners, a system that turns scattered chaos into scalable clarity. This isn't theory. This isn't another complicated system that requires a massive team or expensive tech stack. This is a proven framework that actually works in real businesses. Let me introduce myself real quick. I'm a certified Sandor strategist and business mentor, helping professional service businesses scale past $5 million. Now, you may have seen some of my content before, but if not, no worries, you're in the right place. I created this training because I nearly lost my life chasing shiny objects. A few years ago, I was stuck at Mount Hagen Airport in Papua New Guinea for 3 days. The bus I was supposed to be on burnt to the ground, and everyone on that bus died. That delay saved my life and changed everything. I realized the universe was screaming at me to stop the chaos, stop chasing every new program and guru, and find a real mentor with a proven system. That's when I found Frank Kern and got certified in Sandor, a framework that's transformed over 1,000 plus businesses. Now I help founders escape the same trap that I was in. Now, look, if you're thinking things like I've tried systems before and they've never stuck, or this probably won't work for my specific business, or I don't have time to implement another complicated process, or I've been burned by business gurus before, that's totally fair. Most of what you're being told to do has just added more complexity, more overwhelm, and more things on your plate. That's where Sandor is different. I help you find the one biggest lever at a time to reduce that overwhelm and not add to it. Before we go any further though, let me be really clear about who this is not for. This isn't for people still figuring out what to sell, businesses under $2 million dollars who haven't hit the complexity wall yet, founders looking for quick hacks instead of real transformation, or people who want someone just to do it for them, or anyone just starting out with no assets to work with. If that's you, this probably isn't going to be a good fit, and that's totally okay. But if you're still here, I want to acknowledge something. You've probably been sold strategy decks that sit in your Google Drive collecting dust. You've bought courses that promise systems but delivered overwhelm. You've hired consultants who didn't understand what it's like to actually run the business day to day. And I get it. I wasted years and thousands of dollars on shiny objects before I found something that actually worked. That's exactly why Sandor is different. Here's what this isn't about. This isn't about 47-step funnels and complicated tech stacks. It's about clarity and focus. This isn't about hiring a team of 20 people. It's about optimizing what you already have. This isn't about theory and whiteboards. It's about proven frameworks that work in real businesses. Let me tell you a story, because if you've ever tried to scale your business but ended up with more chaos instead of more freedom, you're going to relate to this. I was trying to create something real, but every new program just added more confusion. I'd buy a course on Facebook ads, then one on high ticket sales, then another on building systems, and then another one on copywriting. Each one promised to be the answer. Each one just made things worse. I spent thousands of dollars on courses and trainings and didn't have a business producing a single dollar. My wife and my daughter were angry with me for spending so much money without any results to show for it. I was at rock bottom, financially drained, family stressed, no clarity, no path forward, just more programs I'd bought that were sitting there unfinished. Then came that moment at Mount Hagen Airport. I was delayed for 3 days. The bus I was supposed to be on burned and everyone on it died. That delay saved my life. And in those 3 days, something became crystal clear. The universe was trying to tell me something. I couldn't keep living this way. I couldn't keep chasing. I had to find a real mentor with a proven system. That's when I found Frank Kern and the Sandor framework, a system that had already transformed 1,000 plus businesses. Not theory, not another shiny object, a proven methodology that cut through the chaos and focused on one thing that mattered most. Now I have clarity. I have a system. I have a mission to help other founders escape the trap I was in. And that's exactly what I want to help you do today. So let me show you what I've learned. Let me show you the 3 traps that are keeping expert-led businesses stuck and how to escape them. There are 3 traps that keep founders stuck in chaos, spinning their wheels, working harder but not getting the freedom they want. Trap number 1 is chasing revenue instead of identifying your best payday. Trap number 2, marketing to everyone instead of your best buyer. Trap number 3 is building complexity instead of simplifying systems. Let me break these down. Trap number 1 is chasing revenue instead of identifying your best payday. You're spreading yourself across multiple offers, thinking more equals better, when really you need to find the one thing that's most profitable, energizing, and easiest to deliver. Most founders I talk to have 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 different offers, different packages, different service tiers, different delivery models, and they're exhausted because they're trying to be everything to everyone and it's killing them. The truth, one of those offers is driving most of your profit with a fraction of the effort. That's your best payday, but you can't see it because you're too busy juggling everything else. Trap number 2 is marketing to everyone instead of your best buyer. You're trying to serve every type of client when you should be laser focused on the people who value your best payday most and pay premium prices for it. Here's what happens. You try to write marketing that appeals to everyone, so it appeals to no one. You try to create content that works for all your different client types, so it converts no one of them. You dilute your message trying to be relevant to everyone, and you end up being memorable to nobody. Your best buyer is the person who needs your best payday, can afford it, and gets the most transformation from it. When you focus there, everything gets easier. Trap number 3 is building complexity instead of simplifying systems. You keep adding tools, team members, and processes, thinking that's how you scale, when the real breakthrough comes from simplification and focus. I see this all the time. Founders think if I just had one more team member, or if I just had this CRM, or if I just automated this one thing. So they add and add and add, and somehow things get more complicated, not less. The businesses that scale past $5 million without burning out, they simplify ruthlessly. They focus on one big lever. They build simple, repeatable systems around that lever. Then they scale. So how do you escape these traps? That's where the Sandor framework comes in. Sandor stands for stated objective, assets, numbers, diagnostics, one big thing, and then rinse and repeat. It's a step-by-step system that takes you from chaos to clarity to scale. And the beautiful thing, you don't need to do all 6 steps at once. You do them one at a time in order until each lever is working. Let me give you something you can do right now, today, before you even finish this webinar. Open your revenue report right now. Find the top 3 income sources from the last 90 days. Ask yourself, which one felt the easiest to deliver and brought you the most energy? That's your starting point. That's likely your best payday, the thing you should be doubling down on instead of spreading yourself thin across 6 different offers. Seriously, pause this video for 2 minutes and actually do this. You'll be shocked at what you discover. Let me show you what this looks like in action. A consultant had 6 different offers generating scattered revenue. They were exhausted, overwhelmed, barely profitable, despite doing $2 million in revenue. After the audit, they discovered one program drove 70% of profit with half the effort. So they eliminated 4 offers, doubled down on the winner, and scaled to $3 million. That's the power of finding your best payday. Not more offers, not more complexity, just ruthless focus on what's already working. Here's what I want you to remember. This isn't about doing more, it's about doing less better. Pick one lever, master it, then move on to the next. You don't need to rebuild your entire business this week. You just need to identify your best payday. That's it. That one step. Everything else builds from there. Now, here's the thing. You can understand this framework. You can even identify your best payday on your own. But implementing it while running a $2 to $5 million business, that's where most founders get stuck. You probably can't do this alone, and it's not a failure, it's just reality. I couldn't see my own blind spots until I had a mentor. You're too close to your business to see the forest through the trees. You need someone outside the chaos who can see what you can't see, who knows this framework inside and out, and who can guide you through it step by step. Here's how I can help. We use the Sandor framework step by step. No overwhelm, no complexity, just clarity, focus, and proven systems that have worked for 1,000+ businesses. We start with the clarity audit. We identify your best payday and best buyer. Then we build your best bait and best process, so you're attracting premium clients systematically. Finally, we create the systems so you can scale without chaos. One lever at a time, one step at a time. I help a small number of founders implement Sandor each quarter. If you're ready to simplify, focus, and scale, let's see if it's a fit. Here's what to do next. Go to simplifiedbreakthroughs.com and fill out a quick questionnaire, and we'll see if we will be a right fit. No pitch, no pressure, just an honest conversation about whether Sandor is right for you and your business. So go to simplifiedbreakthroughs.com. Remember, you're stuck in one or more of those three traps: chasing revenue, marketing to everyone, or building complexity. The way out is focus, simplification, the Sandor framework. Do that revenue exercise I gave you, find your best payday, and then go to simplifiedbreakthroughs.com, and I'll see you on the other side.